afternoon and welcome to the Ice HQ Ice Rink in Reservoir, Melbourne, Australia on Woiwurrung traditional land for the Australian Women's Ice Hockey League round 10. Melbourne Ducks versus Brisbane Lightning, game 1 of 2 here at Ice HQ.
Fitzgerald is the Lightning we're looking to strike first.
Good chance there for Fitzgerald, just been given that space in the slot.
Goonan deflected that one on. A nice push over by Gargano on the rebound. It comes out front, and they score. The Brisbane Lightning strike first through Kilowinick.
And that was good play there from Clinic in the slot, getting that space, time, an opportunity to get a shot away against in the net there for the Ducks. Today is Olivia Gargano. Gargano, not recently long back from the Under-18 World Championships, where she was superb, and she's been great here for the Ducks. But in that particular occasion, she's going to put sustained pressure on in Brisbane, and they certainly did and scored from it.
The zone as Briar Johnson attempts to get it over to Willison Allen. Fitzgerald takes it wide on Rama, cuts in on the back and shoots. What a goal!
That was a thing of beauty. Watch this on the replay. You'll see she drags Gargano across, commits her into the movement, and then just drags the puck backwards, and it looks like it's a little toe flick just over the backhand side of her. She goes stick side.
She puts the puck through her legs, and Marie Fitzgerald, her 18th of the season. What a beauty.
That's not a bad way to clock that score up for her. It was an absolute beautiful piece of puck handling there.
Puck back to the point there for Dixon. Out to Fitzgerald, who takes a shot and scores.
Beautiful shot there by Fitzgerald. She created a lot of open space. The Ducks have been caught puck watching deep in the corner at one stage there in that defensive play. There was 3 of them defending down below the goal line, and that opened up that space for Fitzgerald, who in the end received a perfect pass, lovely one-timer, and straight over Gargano into the net. Taking full advantage there of a couple of defensive lapses by Brisbane.
Force it to take it behind the net, watched by the forecheck. It's stolen, though, by Fitzgerald. Already 2 goals today. Nice move, cuts in front, backhands right into the chest, and it goes in. So Fitzgerald gets her hat trick shorthanded here in the second stanza as the Brisbane Lightning go up 4-0.
Lightning there again, taking the Achilles heel of the Ducks. That's that short-handed goal on the power play. They're still on the penalty on the power play, the Ducks, for another 45 seconds. But the Lightning seeing that chance. Just a little bit of mishandling there by the Ducks, allowing that to happen.
For Mahoney, just knocked off her stick. It's chipped up by Costa, though, and here comes the speedy Mahoney. Goes wide, just tripped up. No penalty on the play, though. Woolrich will pick up the puck and take it behind the net. A wraparound chance, and bounced off the stick of Ryland there in front of the net, and the Ducks escape from there. Woolrich, though, with it in the slot. Winds, shots, and scores! What a rocket there by the import as she adds a goal to her 2 assists. And the Lightning now up 5-0.
That's a beautiful piece of generating space in the open slot. The Inferno earlier on a little bit vulnerable to some cross-ice passes through D that did result in some turnarounds, but they escaped the pressure.
A good pin there by Hollier. We'll come back to the point for Yates, who winds, takes a shot, and goes in! What a goal by Tara Yates as the Ducks get one back. Her first goal of the season.
Tara Yates there, a beauty. She just pinched in off the blue line, had a bit of room. The Lightning defence just laying off and giving a bit more space, perhaps not thinking she was a threat. She flung it in high. I'm not sure necessarily if Arthur there was screened at all, but not that it matters because the puck ends up in the tie and the Ducks are on the scoreboard. Woo. A goal that they desperately needed to get themselves into this game. It had been all Lightning so far. Beautiful poke check indeed, just breaking up that chance.
And here's Fitzgerald walking through the slot, winding, shooting, save Gargano, but a rebound floats into the corner and will be picked up there by Fitzgerald. She goes cross-ice, nice pass, another shot, and they score! This time it's Sharnita Crompton as she scores number 6 here.
And Crompton, you'll see on the replay, she just gets that extra space. She's floating around in the Ovechkin Memorial position and gets a shot away beautifully. It's just a lovely one-timer from a beautiful pass right onto her stick.
But my mistake there on the CCM All-Out replay. That's a second goal of the game for Lindsay Clinic. Fitzgerald is open, but a nice pass back door and a good save there by Gargano. And the rebound out in front, and they score! The Brisbane Lightning add one on the power play late in the second, and that one will go to the assistant captain right in front of the net. Her hat trick goal, Lindsay Clinic. Through the neutral zone, poke check stopped at the blue line, tried to find Tran, but It was intercepted here by Woolrick. 4 points so far tonight. A shot on, and she scores.
Make that 5 points.
First shot of the third period, and Woolrick finds the back of the net. And the Lightning now have 8 on the Melbourne Ducks.
Certainly not the start that Davis Tope would have liked through that one, straight through the 5-hole. I'm not sure she even necessarily saw that coming by the Ducks. The D were in nice and were in a little bit too close, which meant when they did get the puck, they were kind of wrong-footed.
Spots. She directs Woolrich, who will pick that up the puck now and walk off the line, wind, shoot, and score! What a rocket by Woolrich as she gets her hat-trick goal. And this line have 3 hat-tricks, 9 goals, and the Brisbane Lightning are scoring at will.
And Davis Tope, they're looking a bit stunned by that one. It was still a pretty good screen. The Ducks defence were just backing off and giving Woolrick all that room. And I don't think that Davis Tope saw that one coming at all. It went over a blocker straight into the top corner of the net. A lovely goal.
And it was an absolute rocket. You can see this on the CCM All-Out replay. In and out before you can say quack. Knocked off her stick, and the Lightning will now come back into the offensive zone. Mahoney walking the line, comes out into the slot. Found a duck jersey. Fitzgerald now shoots and scores! That's number 10 and the 4th goal of the game for Fitzgerald. And the Ducks now will just hope for this clock to keep ticking down.
Well, they've got to play now to try and look at just trying to win every individual shift.
Time as we head towards finals in a few weeks.
Well, they're third on the ladder at the moment, but only by a point behind the Melbourne Ice. But, I haven't seen the results of the earlier game.
Another shot, and it goes back, and Davis Tope not able to cover that one, and it does go back into the net, and it looks like that one will go to Clinic as she also scores her 4th goal of the game, joining Fitzgerald in that regard. LaPlante goes back over to Mossman, who takes a shot, deflected wide. Withrich will pick it up in the corner. Watch there for the Ducks, walks out, nice little move. Withrich shot, scores.
I think if there's a symptom of this third period, that goal is exactly it. Just sauntering through the slot with way too much time and space and tucking the puck away. So I think you're right at this point in time. The Ducks are just watching the clock, hoping that it would finish. But it's not going to. They've got to battle it out for another 11 and a half minutes. And this is
in favor of the Lightning, up 12-1 here in the third period. It's Rapchuk over to Dixon. Shot there, goes wide. Fitzgerald tries to stuff it short off the pad there of Davis Tope and into the back of the net. And that will give Fitzgerald her 5th goal of the game. One more than her other line mates, who each have 4.
On what you have to say is a very good percentage boosting game for the Brisbane Lightning, 13 goals.
Right now, as a Brisbane Lightning team, you're thinking, well, do we try to get Anne-Marie Fitzgerald the double hat trick? But Withrich comes in, she's on for it, she takes a shot and scores. So anything you can do, I can do better. Withrich now gets her 5th goal of the game and ties her teammate Fitzgerald in that regard as the game leader.
Our apologies, Ducks fans. We're doing our best. But it's a pretty tough game at the moment for those.
Nelson uses her body to knock Clinic off the puck. It's a 2-on-2 now the other way, and Nelson takes the shot, she scores! Nelson from the neutral zone with 6.4 seconds remaining in the third, and the Ducks get one back, and you can hear what that means to the crowd.
We've had a pretty good turnout here of Ducks fans at ISH2. One of the Lightning, though, looks like she might have worn something. We're not exactly 100% sure. I think a bit of attention from her teammates just in front of their gate. We didn't see the exact incident of what occurred there.
If there's anything to talk about for this season for the Ducks, that's their 2nd goal from the neutral zone so far this season. Earlier against the Melbourne Ice, it'll get sent down the length of the ice, and a bit of a consolation goal to end the game by Kelly Nelson. But a 14-2 winners, the Brisbane Lightning, as they come into Melbourne and strike first.